Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the video. I will try to make this as quick as I can, but the information that I'm getting ready to share with you I think is very important for the first-time home buyer. In fact, it's something that I've labeled as my first-time home buyer's 10 commandments. I do a workshop with the same information, but I decided to put it online because I know it's not convenient for everybody to come out on a Saturday morning and sit through an hour of workshop. So I'm not going to make this last an hour, but I am going to give you basically the same information. If you'd like to know more, you can always contact me through my website or through my email, and I'd be glad to speak with you. First thing that I want to talk about, if you are a first-time home buyer, I know that it can be a scary experience. I know that the thought of making this huge investment and having this mortgage that's going to last 15 or 30 years can be terrifying, especially if you're a younger adult or a young couple, newlyweds just starting out. But the good news is there are a lot of people already in place, like myself, real estate brokers, people that work in finance, attorneys that are already there, and this is their job. They know how to help walk you through these things that can seem like minefields when you buy the first home. So these 10 items that I'm going to give you are things that you need to follow and consider. Some of them I would say are more important than others, but the fact is you want to get a home. And if you'll follow these steps, it will help make the process a whole lot simpler and a whole lot smoother. Number one, the first thing that I always recommend is to get pre-qualified. Get in touch with a lender. We have great lenders through Home Services Lending, part of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services full service brokerage that we offer. There are other lenders out there. You can talk with whoever you want. If you have a banker that you like to work with, talk to them. But the main thing is get pre-qualified. What they're going to do is they're going to find out what your income is. They're going to find out what your debt is each month, and they're going to give you a number. They're going to say you can afford this much house. And then they're going to give you a pre-qualification letter that you can take with you when you are touring homes, and when you find a home that you like and you get ready to prepare an offer, you've got that letter that you can submit with it that shows the homeowners that you can get that loan, or that at least you've been pre-qualified for that amount and you can afford their house. Now, one bit of advice I always give first-time home buyers in this situation: when you get pre-qualified, they're going to give you a number that a lot of times is going to be a lot larger than what you thought for the house that you can afford. Don't spend all your money on that house. Now realize that advice is coming from someone that is 100% commission-based in everything that I make. That means the more you spend, the more money I make. But I don't want you to spend so much money that you become house poor and you can't do anything other than stay at home in this lovely house that you purchase. So don't spend the maximum amount. You don't have to. Work for the best deal that's going to work within your budget so that you'll have a nice home, and then you'll still be able to go out and do the things that you enjoy doing. After you're pre-qualified, the next thing you need to do is decide what you're looking for. As simple as that may sound, it can be difficult, especially for couples. What type of house are you looking for? What neighborhood would you like to live in? What school district would you like to be around? What shops or restaurants would you like to have close to you? How many bedrooms? How many baths? All these things are things that you need to discuss and decide on, and then you need to prioritize them. What are the must-haves? What are the things that we would like to have if we can? What are the things that would be nice, but if we don't get them, they're not going to be a deal breaker? Decide what you're looking for. That information is going to be important to me as your real estate agent, as your broker, to help develop a search that's going to get you looking at the homes that you're going to be most interested in and most fit the needs that you have. Once you've got that list together, once you give that to me, I can set up a search, and then you'll start getting search results that fit the criteria that you've given me. Once we have that criteria established, once you have a list, then we can move on to item number 3, which is the exciting part. We can start looking at houses. It's show and tell time. We're going to go out, we're going to set up times, we're going to get together one day or one evening, and we're going to go pop some locks on some doors, and you're going to look at houses. Now, the thing you need to understand, when I take you out, you're going to be looking at the houses, I'm going to be looking at you, and I'm going to be listening for things that you're saying, because maybe as we go through these homes, I'm going to notice that you're starting to refine some of the things that are on your list. Maybe you thought you needed a huge bonus room, but maybe now you realize bonus room may not be as important as a large master bath. So we can work through those things, and as we look at those houses, I'm going to start to see more and more about what you like, what you enjoy, and what you need. Once we find the perfect house, it takes us to item number 4, which is it's time to make an offer. North Carolina Standard Offer to Purchase and Contract, which is a form that you'll get as a sample when we start working together, you'll see is 14 pages long. And it's my responsibility to fill out all of those pages. But the big thing that you have to come up with is, what's the number that we put down for an offer? How much do you want to offer for this house that you found? Now, there's a strong chance that that first offer may not be accepted. The people that own the house may come back with a counter offer, and you may counter their counter offer, and they may counter your counter. It can go back and forth. You see how it goes. But the whole objective is to get to a point where we've got a number that you're happy with and the sellers are happy with, so that we have a deal. And once we are under contract, once everybody's signed that form, and once it's been communicated that everybody's in agreement, then we have a deal, and it's time to move forward with a few other things. You'll need to get an attorney that's going to handle the closing, and I can help you with that. I have people that I work with on a regular basis. But the most important thing after you have this deal is to understand that in that contract, you've also agreed to what we call a due diligence period. This is something that North Carolina has to help protect buyers so that when they purchase a home, they have time to make sure that the home is what they want. This is the time in which you will hire an inspector. That inspector is going to go out and go over this home with a fine-tooth comb. They're going to make sure everything is okay structurally. They're going to make sure the heating and air systems, the plumbing systems work. And I'll be honest, if it's an older home, there are going to be some things that they find that are wrong. It may be nothing more than a switch plate cover is broken, or if it's an older home, it could be that the roof is almost to the point of the end of its life expectancy. Once we get all of this information, then we look over that inspection report and we go back to the sellers and we say, these are the things that the inspector have found that are an issue to us. We want to know what we can get done about them. Are you willing to make these repairs? Are you willing to give us cash in lieu of repairs? And it's during this due diligence period that you as the buyer can walk away from the transaction for any reason or no reason at all. The only thing that you'll lose would be the due diligence money that you put down, which is usually a few $100s. It varies based on the price of the home, but it's always something you decide that you're going to give. This is also the time in which you're going to get all of your financing secured. So if for some reason during this due diligence period something happens and you can't get your loan, you can back out for that reason. And like I said, you can back out for no reason. If a house 3 houses down the street comes on the market, you like it better, you can back out, lose your due diligence money, and put an offer in on that house. It's entirely up to you. But the due diligence period is designed to give you protection during the process so that you know that what you're purchasing is what you really want and that everything is in order with that. The next item, which is item number 7, we're up to number 7 so far, is have some fun. Once you're under contract, once everything's moving smoothly during due diligence period, it's time to start thinking about the move. Are you going to need to paint rooms? What colors are you going to want to paint them? Where's the furniture going to go? Where's the cat going to sleep? Whatever it is that you have to deal with, those are the things that you have to start thinking about. And it's fun, but it's also stressful because you have to line up the move. You have to get, friends in order. And believe me, sometimes when you're moving, friends can be hard to find. You need to rent the truck if you're going to get a truck to move. You need to line up all those things, but that's the fun time. That's when you're getting ready to close that deal and move into your brand new home. Item number 8 is it's almost time. Once you get to the end of that due diligence period, financing is secured, negotiations have been made about repairs, all those things have been taken care of, then you make sure you've got everything lined up with your closing attorney. Do they have all the documents that they need? That's part of my responsibility, and I make sure that that is all taking place. But that's when we make sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and we're ready to go. And then finally, we get down to number 9, it's closing time. That's the day that you go into that attorney's office, when you sit down at a table and they hand you an ink pen and you sign your name and you sign your name and you sign your name. And when you think you can't sign your name or write your initials anymore, they'll hand you 20 or 30 more pages to do this with. But once that is all done, they will hand you keys and you will be a homeowner. In reality, the bank's actually the homeowner. You'll own a small portion of it, but you'll have the keys and you can go and you can move in to your brand new home, which brings us to item number 10, move in. It's yours. Paint the walls chartreuse if you want to. Put a big neon sign on the front porch. It doesn't matter because it's your home. that's a quick look at the 10 commandments for first-time homebuyers. If you got any questions, please contact me. You can email me, you can text me, or you can contact me through my website. And all the information is available right here at the bottom of the screen, so please get in touch with me. I would love to help you find your first home and help make your home buying dreams come true. Thanks again for listening. And again, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to contact me. I would love to help you in any way that I can.